Good evening. We're going to continue Unit 3, Lesson 21. Find whole number quotients and remainders. So tonight we're going to practice with the remainders. We haven't done the remainders yet when we do long division. So let's get started. How would you put 21 chairs into two equal groups? Well, we would want to try to divide that, right? Because we see that word equal and we have a total, and the total is 21. And we see that word equal, which means that we're going to be dividing. But if I was to make 21, two equal rows of chairs, that would have to be 10 in each row. But that 2 times 10 is 20. They want 21 chairs. So one chair is going to be left out. And this, my friends, is called a remainder. So if we actually show division, because 2 goes into 21, 10 times, we would have a remainder of 1, 10 remainder 1. So we could not get 21 chairs in equal rows because one chair would be left out. All right, well, what about 17 chairs are placed in 5 rows? Maybe that would work. What is the greatest number of rows of 5 chairs? Of 5 chairs can make with 5 rows of 5 chairs can make with 17 chairs. Oh my goodness, is that wordy? So we have 5 rows of these 17 chairs. Ugh. All right. Now, 5 and 17, the greatest number that we could have would be 3 in there, in each one, because 5 times 3 is 15. They want 17. So that would mean that we would have 2 extra chairs left over that wouldn't be part of those rows. So this, again, is what we call our remainder. Because if we added on our remainder to this, we would get 17. Okay, Miss Wong has 15 desks. I don't know, what's up with the desks and chairs? She wants 7 desks in each row. How many complete rows of 7 desks can she make? How many desks are left? So that word left, that means, my friends, we're going to have a remainder. And I know that we've got a total. There's our 15 desks. And there's another. So we know that we're going to be dividing. Because this word complete is basically saying equal. They're going to make it. And then we actually see the word each. So we know we're going to be dividing. So let's try it. 7 into 15. 7 times what gives us close to 15? The closest we can go would be 2. 2 times 7 is 14, we subtract, and we have 1 left over. 2, remainder 1. And how we check a division problem is that we multiply. We do the inverse operation. 7 times 2 is 14, and you always add on your remainder to get 15. And that was our total. There are 3 tables and 14 chairs. Each table needs the same number of chairs. What is the greatest number of chairs that can be at each table? How many chairs are left? Again, tables and chairs. Don't know what's up with this one, but we got to work on it. There are 3 tables and 14 chairs, and we have that word each. Table needs the same number. So that's that equal. Means the same thing as equal. What is the greatest number of chairs that can be left at each table, and how many chairs are left? So when we hear this word left, that's going to be a remainder. So if we try this out, we have 3, and we're going to have 14. So 3 can't go into 1, but it can go into 14. The closest we can get would be 4. 4 times 3 is 12, and we subtract, and we have 2 left over. So this means that we can get 4 at each table, but 2 chairs would be left over. So how we check, we do the inverse. 4 times 3 is 12, and then we add on our remainder to get 14. And that's what we have here, 14. Zara has 26 playing cards. She makes as many groups of 4 cards as she can. How many groups of 4 cards can she make? So she has a total. There's our T, there's our total. And she's talking about groups. And that's the question. They want to know how many groups. So you know that we're going to be dividing. So 4 goes into 26. 4 times what gives us 26? Well, nothing does. We got to get as close as we can to it. The closest we can get to that would be 6. Because 4 times 6 is 24. And then we're going to subtract 26 and 24 to get a remainder of 2. So she can make, how many groups of, she can make with just 4 cards? Well, the answer would just be 6. Because this remainder 2 you can't make because it has to be 4 cards. So she can only make 6 groups of 4 cards. Why was the math book sad? Gotta find out by solving the next problem. 29 divided by 4. I want the quotient and how much is left over, the remainder. 42 divided by 5. Give the quotient and the remainder. Why was the math book sad? Because he had so many problems. Very funny. All right. Great job. We'll practice this more tomorrow. Have a good night.